I'd like to get your reaction doon sa characterization ng kanilang kampanya nitong alyansa para sa bagong Pilipinas. Tapos, 'di ba, bumanat si BBM doon eh. Sabi niya may mga tumatakbo parang pinabili lang ng suka, tumakbo na. Tapos binanatan niya yung mga pro-China candidates, yung issue ng Pogo, pinasaringan si Kibuloy. Tapos syempre nag-react yung mga kandidato naman ni Duterte. Anong basa niyo rito sa ganitong complexion so far ng kampanya dito sa dalawang kampo na ito?
Bankrupt ang diskurso na dito. Of course, except for some basics na pwede namang iba to ni Marcos laban kay Duterte, which is yung tukhang, at saka yun lang ang medyo masasabi natin na medyo issue-based, yung tukhang o yung foreign policy. Pero etong dalawang naglalabanan, wala nang ibang mas malalim pa na pagkakaiba na paglalabanan nila. Kaya napupunta dyan sa mudslinging, hindi nagkakaroon ng mas malalim na diskusyon sa kung saan ba ang pulisiya nila, paano sila nagkakaiba. So kasi parehas lang naman yan sila, Christian na mga political dynasties, mga corrupt at saka mandarambong mga human rights violator at mga artista. So wala tayong makikita na mas malalim na diskusyon aside from that yung mudslinging ng dalawang kampong yan.
Pero in a way, di ba maganda na pag-usapan na rin? Kumaga, ang nag-set ng tone, whether they like it or not, si BBM because of that skating speech. At kahit papano, naiangat din yung diskurso. Dito hindi ko sinasabing level ng diskurso, pero ibig sabihin, nailabas yung issue kunwari ng pro-China candidates. Don't you agree?
Well, hanggang sa medyo surface level na discussion about our foreign policy. Ito pro-China. Well, si Marcos hindi niya sinasabi na siya naman ay pro-America. Hanggang doon lang 'yon. Pero kung pag-uusapan natin ang foreign policy itself, kung gaano kalalim 'yan on how it involves yung war, how it involves foreign interest, American imperialist interest, and Chinese incursion, and how do we assert our sovereignty sa dalawang nag-uumpugang superpowers na ito, I don't think aabot sa ganong klase ang kalidad ng diskusyon. Yung ganyang pagka-clarify nanggagaling pa sa atin. Kung paano natin ina-navigate ang Philippine national interest amidst yung pagbabanggaan ng America, which is an imperialist foreign power na may sariling interest, and China na meron ding interest sa kanyang sariling economic growth against the US attempt to obstruct it. So aside from yung ganyan, ito pro-China, itong mga Duterte na ito, wala na rin ako nakikita mas malalim pa doon.
Okay, sige. Isa-isahin natin yung mga issues na dapat tinitindigan nitong mga tumatakbo sa pagkasenador, no? Total na pag-usapan na po natin yung China. Paano ba dapat ang paninindigan dyan?
Maliwanag yung always tinatanong ako dyan na Christian, I always say that I will stand with Philippine national interest. And it is very basic. If we want to be a sovereign nation standing for our own interest, very basic na we are not used as pawns by any foreign power. And we must define our own independent foreign policy at huwag natin itay 100% doon sa interest ng kahit sinong foreign power. And itong si Marcos at si Duterte ay the same in the fact, they are identical in the fact na extreme ang kanilang position, which is for them to tie the fate of the Philippines 100% to the interest of foreign powers. Itong si Duterte, 100% ka sa China, to the extent na sinusurrender niya actually, di ba, ang ating sovereign rights over the West Philippine Sea. Tinetelegraph niya sa China for China to clearly see na wala nang kailangan pagkukunwari na mahina tayo and we could not actually defend ourselves. So, saan ka nakitang head of state na gano'n ang sasabihin? On the other hand, the same din si Marcos, na tinetelegraph niya sa Amerika na wala rin talaga tayong magagawa unless na talagang kakapit tayo at magre-rely sa Amerika. So So 100% din sa Amerika niya at tinatali ang ating alam mo yung our faith as a nation. Now, Philippine national interest must really have a nuanced view relative to these two superpowers. Kasi atin yan eh. Hindi naman pwedeng sasabihin natin yakap natin ang Amerikano or yakap natin ang China. It should really be nuanced. Why? Because our interest is not tied to anyone. For us, i-define muna natin. Sa akin, we should define it as ang interest natin ay umalis dito ang China at umalis dito ang Amerika. Because ito ay related sa isa't isa. Kaya nandyan ang China sa South China Sea, hindi lang sa West Philippine Sea, sa ibang areas outside the West Philippine Sea na nasa South China Sea. Yung sa mga isla dyan na ginawa nilang mga military bases, naglagay silang installation, it is in response or in reaction to the pivot to Asia ng United States. Simula pa ni Obama yan, that all naval and military forces ay concentrate ng US dito sa Asia. And the reason for the pivot to Asia nung panahon pa ni Obama is really to curb yung expansion ng China to curb its economic expansion para to protect American foreign economic hegemony all over the world. So sila nagpapaligsahan sila, tayo nalalagay sa gitna. Tayo nalalagay sa gitna. Po ngayon, nag-react ang China sa Amerika, magmimilitarize siya sa South China Sea, including our exclusive economic zone in the West Philippine Sea. Ang gagawin naman natin, in order to curb that, ay papupuntahin natin ng Amerika. I-increase natin ang ating EDCA bases, which we increase from 5 to 9. Tapos, in effect, exacerbating actually the cause for Chinese militarization in the South China Sea, and therefore mas nagiging aggressive ang China because it sees yung actions ng America and the Philippines in putting all military forces and installations here in the Philippines as an aggressive act towards China. So tayo ang napupunta ngayon sa gitna. For
Pero,
us, ito lang, i-end ko lang dito.
sige po, sige po.
For us, we have to first define our national interest as we must demilitarize we must demilitarize our area, the West Philippine Sea, the South China Sea, and even the Philippines, di ba? We must get rid of all of these foreign forces. Yun yung ating national interest. And using that and realizing na yun ang ating interest and not to exacerbate the conflict between these two superpowers dahil wala tayong mahita dyan. That's when we determine kung paano tayo magmamaneuver dito sa two superpowers. And it is not simple as simply embracing either one of them na ginagawa ng dalawang presidente ko.
Okay. Pero karamihan doon sa mga sinabi niyo when it comes to having an independent foreign policy, a truly Filipino policy, pro-Filipino policy. Nadidinig din naman natin yan sa ibang mga tumatakbo, pati rito sa administrasyon. Dalawa po yung tanong ko, no? What do you think so far of how the administration of Bongbong Marcos is approaching this problem in the West Philippine Sea? And number two, yung parang deeply personal reaction ni Bato doon sa pasaring ni Bongbong Marcos. Diba nag-react siya very passionately, sabi niya, willing siya makapaggera o makapagpatayan kung sinasabi rin na pro-China siya. What do you think?
Well, first, regarding this administration, it is just the parang equivalent of the Duterte type of response. Ang Duterte type of response is simply to embrace China. Ang kay Marcos naman, simply to embrace America. Tying ourselves to American interest. Dadalhin natin dito ang tropa nila, increase natin ng EDCA nila, and then dadalhin natin dito ang military alliance ng Amerika, and then exacerbating the situation. And I think that is not our interest, that is the interest of the United States. Now, with respect to Bato, na nagpasaring si Bongbong Marcos sa kanya, tapos sasabihin niya, I'm even willing to go to war. We don't want war. Di ba? Imagine mo, and that is part of our interest na hindi magkakaroon ng giyera dito, giyera ng dalawang foreign powers na tayo ay gagawing pawn. If we are capable, actually, Christian, if we are capable, even assuming we are capable of kicking out the China doon sa West Philippine Sea militarily, that war should be a limited war. It must not escalate towards a greater conflict. If we had naval capability na sirain natin yung mga naval installations na doon, and sure, any foreign power or a sovereign nation has that right. It cannot be a alam mo yun, war na magkikreate ng mas malaking international conflict. It must simply be limited to the West Philippine Sea na paalisin natin ang kanilang installation sa mga ilang isla na pinaglagyan nila ng military installation. It should be a limited war, not type of war na talagang will involve yung greater conflict ng America against China. So,
Okay.
hindi
Pero syempre,
hindi tayo nagwa-warmongering dito. And Bato's response is simply, I think it's naive.
okay. O sige. Pero are you also concerned na merong mga tinatawag na Manchurian candidates dito sa senatorial election na paparating?
Meaning to say, pinatakbo ng China?
Kasi pag Manchurian nga dapat sekreto, di ba? Pero may mga kandidato parang openly pro-China.
Well, I think
Does
it's
that also
not
concern
an
you?
impossibility. I think it's not an impossibility that itong bakbakan kasi ng Marcos at saka ni Duterte, it's also tied sa conflict ng dalawang foreign powers na yan. Kung may Manchurian candidates ang China, may Manchurian candidates din ng Amerika. Meaning to say, America will also favor certain candidates and China will favor certain candidates. The Philippines has long been a playground of foreign interest and they have their local allies that they finance, and I will not be surprised that they do finance certain candidates para bitbitin ang isang pulisiya na pro-China, on the other hand, isang pulisiya na pro-America. So both sides would have Manchurian candidates in that sense. And I will not even be surprised na ang Manchurian candidate ng China ay mga Duterte, financing the Duterte team. In the same way, I will not be surprised kung America will also like finance yung kanilang mga sariling mga manok dito sa Philippine elections, which they have done and recorded in Philippine history, that the Americans have intervened in our local affairs and nagsusuporta sila ng mga kandidato na para sa American foreign interest naman. So both would have Manchurian candidates and I will not be surprised. And in fact, I expect na ginagawa nila tayong playground right now.